about how I got 3 men to marry me and multiple men to ask. I want to start this video off by saying I am not a therapist or anything like that, and in order to make a healthy marriage, communication is key, and in those previous marriages, communication wasn't key. So we're going to start with there, but moving forward, so much healthier now. But I want to talk about what are the top 3 things I did as a everyday working woman. First marriage, no kids. Second marriage came in with 1. The third marriage came in with 4 children. What did I do in this day and age that produced 3 different marriages? And men that wanted to commit to those long-term agreements, whether or not they did a good job of it is a whole nother story, but what made them even want to dive in? So the number one thing that I did was mind my business. I mind the business that pays me, and that was my own business. It was not important for me to dig so deep into the lives of these men prior to having a home with them and bills with them and obligations with them, whether they were legal obligations or financial obligations or time restraint obligations. Until I had that, it was none of my business. Go do you, I'ma do me. And when we set times to see each other, if you show up, I know your character. It's not important for me to dig so deep into your business. What you want to share is what you want to share. So that's number 1, mind your business. Number 2, if I said it, I did it. All right, a lot of women have a problem with this thing. So they talk, they say so much stuff, they talk about it, and they don't be about it. Or they move different than their mouth. And that is confusing for most men. It's time absorbing, it's anxiety producing. I'm getting my spices right. It's too much. And that's just the truth. And so, when I say that, say and be what you are. Say and be what you are. If you say you're wholesome, be wholesome. If you say you're innocent, be innocent. If you say you tell the truth, tell the truth. If you say you hang out with your friends twice a week, don't be under him every single day and never look like you have a life outside of him. It doesn't make sense. And because of that, when a man sees those kind of things, it makes him think that you're that way about other things. Like if you set limits on your time and he disrespects that time, he thinks, well, she cool. Her life don't go that smooth. She roll with the punches of her life. She say she hang out with her friends, but I don't ever see her hang out with her friends. She say she busy, but I don't ever see her busy. So when I say I can't show up for something, she should understand. If you're going to say something out of your mouth to a man, make sure you are going to do it. Otherwise, shut up. Okay, so mind your business, shut up, right? I know it sounds so sexist, but in theory and in practice, it's not. In theory and in practice, those 2 things are all about you having your own character, sense of self, sense of worth, and sense of self-esteem for yourself, okay? That's and love for yourself. Those 2 things come from there. If you love yourself, care about yourself, and you are minding your own business, you are bringing you to the table. Not the investigator version of you, not the fearful version of you, not the person who's been broke down. You're bringing you to the table. And that's what I mean by minding your business. And then when I say, the second part regarding just dealing with what you say out of your mouth, that's a character, all right? People want to respect you, and men want to respect you. And if a man doesn't respect you, he won't love you, period. And if a man tells you he loves you, but he disrespects you, he don't love you, period. All right, number 3, I had fun. If you've been watching my videos, I have fun. Okay, I have fun. Every day don't gotta be that serious. Everything don't gotta be that dramatic. And sometimes you learn the best things while having fun. You learn that he wants kids while having fun. You learn that he's building up a financial account for himself to sustain a home while having fun. You learn that his brother has had a hard time and he's been there for him. You learn those things while having fun. You don't learn those things while investigating and figuring it out and trying to be sexy and trying to be cute and no. You learn that from being fun and having a good time. Learning and knowing what your hobbies are outside of people. That's going to be my bonus. People are not your hobbies. Dating people is not a hobby. Okay, find things you like. I like to cook. I like to DIY things and decorate. As a matter of fact, I have a whole bunch of fabric in my car right now. I'm about to make some real cool stuff. Maybe I'll show you guys. But I enjoy knitting. I enjoy spending time with my kids. I enjoy learning. I read a lot of books. Audible now. I do a lot of Audible. I am into my spirituality and my religion. I am a Christian and I am on it with my own path and relationship with Jesus Christ and God, okay? Those are my hobbies, okay? And I love doing event planning. So I got 2 or 3 events right now that I'm working on. These are my hobbies. People are not my hobbies. My friends are not my hobbies. They're not what I do and talk to when I'm bored. Same thing with men. Y'all need to get on top of that. That's the bonus. So let's go over the bonus is learn what your hobbies are. So when you meet the man that you really want to produce a life with, you got something fun to bring to the table, okay? You know how many fun little dates I had with men I made a bed with one guy, DIY. I was making beds for my sons, and he came with his screwdrivers and, tape, and he was on it. We had a great date. Even with my husband now, he up on the wall, stapling boards of wood to the wall, helping me decorate rooms and stuff. And that's what I love, okay? And then he learned to love it and see me happy and see me in my place where worry is not something I'm doing. I'm literally here, I'm present, and I'm enjoying myself, okay? So mind your business. Mind the business that pays you, all right? Make sure that you are mindful of your mouth and make sure your actions and your mouth go together. Number 3, have a good time. And back to that bonus, okay? Just be a pleasant version of you and don't make people your hobbies, all right? Let me get to finishing my meal here. You have any comments, you have any questions, any suggestions, anything you want to know, drop it down in the comment section right here in my inbox. Everything is Human Connection First. Human Connection First Instagram. Human Connection First Gmail. Human Connection First right here on YouTube. Love you guys, and don't forget Human Connection First.